We welcome in SU women's head basketball coach Felisha Legette-Jack. Coach, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm fantastic. How are you all doing? I never asked that question. It's important that I know how y'all doing.
Well, you know what? I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
It's Magical Monday. You can't be tired of Magical Monday.
Why is it magical? Just because it's Monday and we're all grateful to be doing what we're doing and healthy?
Hey, when it's the beginning of the week, you got to believe in magic, right? And so let's say it's Magical Monday, Terrific Tuesday, it's Winning Wednesday, it's Thankful Thursday. Come on now. That's how we do it.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, good for you.
Excellent.
Well, Coach, a couple of wins since last time we spoke. We'll start on the road at Virginia Tech. A big win for you guys last week.
Yeah, her name is Sophie Burrows.
Yeah,
and if you don't know her yet, you better get to know her. She's the young lady who's transforming what we're trying to become, and she's the one that's holding us to facts. She's the one that's making certain that we're all accountable. She's one of our captains, and she's got in the gym, and she's knocking down threes. But more importantly, she's playing as a teammate to everybody out there, and I'm just really proud of her growth in 2 short years.
And then on to the game against Wake Forest yesterday. Sophie with, I think, 15, and Georgia Woolley with 21, and Kyra Wood chipping in 9. So everybody doing what they had to do to take on and beat a good Wake Forest team yesterday.
We really did. I mean, we led. The first time we led in the game was at the 7:30 mark, 7:39 mark of the fourth quarter. They were stubborn. They really are a good team, and they're hungry, and we're hungry as well. The difference between our team and most teams out there, we don't have a go-to player. We don't have somebody you can say, oh, that's the person that's going to get it done. We played 12 players yesterday because that's what it took in order for us to win. And the most significant person was a person that didn't play, who spoke at halftime, was Lexi McNabb, who said, we got to try this kind of offense in order to offset what they were doing. So we have a collective group of people that's doing some fun things as a team. And it's not normal what we're doing, but it was working for us. And we're really excited about the growth of where we've come so far.
Well, you mentioned Lexi McNabb, and I know last week when we asked you about the Super Bowl, you said you were pulling for the Eagles because obviously Donovan McNabb and the connection there. And lo and behold, Eagles won last night.
Oh, they kick their tails. I mean, that's what we do.
Yeah.
If you go out and win, you got to make sure they remember your name. And those guys walked out there with bruises everywhere, ego, and physical. So I tell you, that's really fun to see, especially on the East Coast. I think we need that kind of energy, that we can win here. This is, I just think it's blue collar on the East Coast. I think that Midwest and that South, that West Coast area, they actually believe they're supposed to have everything. What we do is bring our lunch boxes, we sit it down, we go to work, and we go home. I love that mentality, and I think that's what the Eagles have, and so happy to see them win.
Well, on the road this week, and I'm trying to look at the schedule again because it's the conference, much like the men's team having to travel to the West Coast a couple weeks ago to take on Stanford. That's your next trip later in the week on Thursday, and it's still odd to talk about going to a conference game and then flying 4 hours to the West to get to it.
I know. It's our new normal. You know what? You can complain about it. You can bellyache, but, it doesn't make sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to go there with some fun, and we're going to figure out how we're going to find our alumni on the West Coast and hug them up and get hugs by them. And so this is going to be really cool for us to be able to connect with our West Coast alum. We're coming, and we got some women's basketball alum that's going to connect with us, Suzanne. Mumby I think she has a different last name. She's married now, but she was a Mumby when she played for me when I was an assistant coach. So I'm excited about connecting with her and Davida Smith and those people like that really have been really impactful to us, but we haven't really got a chance to see them. But we're coming to see them at their home base, and I'm excited about it.
Now, I don't have your schedule right in front of me, Coach, but is it similar to the men's in that Stanford and then Cal?
Yes, we're going to play both those games while we're out there, and then we're going to come back on that Monday early in the morning, and then we got North Carolina on that following Thursday. So there's no rest for the weary, but this is the season. This is what these young people signed up for. They're really excited about being able to represent Syracuse and our athletic department and our women's basketball program and their dreams, right? And so let's just, let's bring it on and let's have some fun with it and have good energy. It's just the best time of my life, My birthday's in September, but man, do I love February and March. It's for 37 years, it's been the most important time for me. So I think our players are really bought into it, and they're really excited about it. And, you know, I go into the office after our game last night, and there's kids in there getting shots up after our game. So it says that the culture is changing into the way that we need it to be. And it's no way that everyone's going to like what I do every day. And I don't really want that. But the kids that seem to want to be able to play for us are getting it. So our goal is to keep signing kids like them and bring home a national championship on a day real soon.
You mentioned, obviously, before we let you go here, Coach, and I'll send you a link to it, but there was a great Nike spot during the Super Bowl about women's sports. And it was, I thought, when I was watching it, I was thinking of you. So I'm going to find that and send you that link so you can watch it.
Gomez, every time you think about me, man, it just makes my day. It's Magical Monday. Link, man. But put a hug in it, too, all right?
Okay, will do. Thank you, Coach. Good luck. Go Orange. We'll talk to you next Monday.
You got it. I always love to speak with you guys. Thank you. Have a good